What's up, Nerd Report? This is Lewis here. We're going to go live with your topics. I invited a few guests. Hopefully they'll show up. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot to send the link. Damn it. Hold on. I'll get the show organized sometime after this. Or maybe I'll be ready after this. All right, for some reason I'm supposed to be hearing what's going on, but I can't hear anything of what's going on here on my headphones. Could you guys hear me? How does everything sound? Do I sound all right? Let me know in the comments. 3 minutes. All right, Stanley Thornton in the house. Stanley, how do I sound? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Ha, ha, ha. And of course, my guests are late. It's like, dude, it starts at 9, not around 9. You know what I mean? So I don't know. The point is like when we have schedules, why do people? Is there an around 9 time? Why are there times on the clock? You're supposed to be there at 9. People, do you have friends like that are late all the time? Say 9. They go, what time should I be there? What time should I be there? 9 o'clock. That's the time the show starts. So whoever comes in after 9 o'clock, I want you to give them a hard time. All right? I'm pissed. All right. That's not funny. I'm trying to see if that sounds good, and then people are being jokesters. Anyways, we were supposed to have let's start off with some topics here. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go open topics as usual because the news cycle is slow, and then we're gonna have your questions about whatever we talk about, and then if you have a topic you would like to include or enhance the show with, feel free to comment in the comments, and we'll try to bring it up right here. Let's talk a little bit about. Let's start off here because Mike Sandoval, who I invited to come on the show from Muse, gave me a link here, which is kind of news that I knew already, but just like I guessed this one already. Wonder Woman will be the first film to be featuring 4K Ultra HD HDR10, which I don't know what the 10 is. First time I hear it, 10. Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. All right, that's sound quality, I believe. Let's see who else we got. Okay, what's up, David? How you doing? All right, I can't hear you, but it's probably my problem here. Say something.
Are you hearing me now?
Yeah, I hear you now.
Perfect.
Yeah, good. I think you were muted. Thanks for coming in, man. I had a few guests said they were going to come in, but they're late. They're late as usual.
Well, Jody and Andy are still streaming their show.
Yeah, they're going to come in too. But we have Mike, one of the late people. Mike,
yeah.
What time were we supposed to start the show?
At 9 o'clock, but I was trying to get this new login that I got to use my YouTube or Facebook and everything. I used to just log in before.
Well, that's because, the security reasons, man.
Really? Security?
Yeah, that means you gotta start trying to log in. How come David March did it? No problem.
Well, because he's probably done it before. He's on this.
You've been here 10 times already.
Yeah, but this is the first time that's ever popped up.
No.
I've never had it pop up before.
I want to give a shout out also to Terry Hall, who was on the show yesterday, and I did invite people yesterday, and I got a lot. David, it wasn't you, but a few other people were like, "Okay, send me the link." So now I'm trying to control how many people are actually in here because after 17, it gets a little bit crazy. So I invited like a couple people, both of them flakes. So I did the show on my own.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I'm Cuban and I talk a lot like Ricky Ricardo. Jesus Christ. But yesterday, Terry Hall stepped up and donated via PayPal $20, and that was amazing. And I couldn't give him props yesterday because for security reasons, PayPal locked me out of my own account. But if it was a hacker, no problem. Owner, big problem. I don't know if you guys have encountered that before.
I have not.
Yeah, you have not. Okay, so anyways, as I was saying here, this website, I never heard of it. It's called Muse.
I know, it's kind of a new site that's been
I like the way you prepped up this show. You send me a few links to talk about, and they all happen to be your website.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens to be things that we were talking about, but why give props to somebody else who?
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I said. That's why I said it's not like they give us props. All right, dude. You want to talk about this article? I know you're one of your writers wrote it.
Yeah, one of our writers, Lydia Moscata, got the information today that Wonder Woman's going to be Wonder Woman 1984 is going to be streamed in Dolby Vision, Dolby Atmos, and HDR10 4K ultra high definition for the first time on the HBO Max platform.
It's about time. $15.
Exactly. It's like if you're going to be paying $15 a month, I want the best quality product that I could possibly get on my TV.
They should be in 4D, where there's like Wonder Woman's in your living room.
Well, that may take it to a whole nother level, but yes,
yeah,
it would be nice.
It's the most expensive platform right now. Well, that's good news because I want Wonder Woman to succeed. Maybe that will take it over the top. It seems fitting. David, do you have HBO Max or not?
I'm in Canada, not yet.
Really? Oh, see, that's not good. Not good. No, that's not cool.
Have they told you
We
yet?
have a channel called Space, and it's somewhat available, but I fear I have no interest in anything not streamable, paying the money up front. I fear I will have to go to a bay filled with pirates to get what I need.
Oh no. Yeah. So no one's providing it. You guys, are your theaters open?
We do still have some theaters open. Jackson Square, which is right down the street from where I live, would be open except for the current Bud Light situation, as we've talked on other places. I think it will be open in time for Wonder Woman, and then I'll go and see it. That's
dope. I'm assuming we just got we're getting rated by Popcorn Planet because there's a lot of people coming in here. Yeah, that's great. Here we go. Mr. Signor, ¿cómo estás?
We're here. We brought the audience. I hope you're having fun.
Yeah, we're always man. I was actually
we were just talking about Leslie Jones's sex tape, so I told everyone to come in mentioning Leslie Jones.
There's a sex tape?
That's how you end a stream.
Yeah,
go ahead.
You are the master, Andy.
Well, just for the record, let the record stand that Mike and I stayed quiet, and David March actually responded.
I pay for that privilege.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, as long as
he's drinking again, I can already tell.
Look, as long as everything was
Dave is my favorite Dave. Yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a fuck at that point.
So we're talking, Andy, we're talking about Wonder Woman being the one that's going to pop the cherry for HBO Max's Ultra 4K HD and HDR10, which I didn't even know that had a number. But
who has Dolby Atmos and all this stuff in their homes? Is that really common?
I don't have Dolby Atmos, but I do have Dolby Vision on my TV.
Okay.
I don't even know what that is.
Pretty good. It's just a different form of HDR. That's all it is.
Okay. Well, that's good. So December 25th, it's almost here. And hopefully the movie's good and everything like that. But I kind of suspected this was going to happen. Any word on Roku? What is it? Roku? Is that the?
Mm-hmm.
Is it on Roku yet? HBO Max?
I do not know if it's been put on there yet.
Because they're on the Fire Stick finally, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can get it on Roku, but it's got to be like a kind of like. Oh yeah, Roku users can now stream HBO Max.
Yeah, I know they were adding more platforms.
It's a workaround right now. For Roku to be on HBO Max, it's a workaround.
Yeah.
So it's a hack. It's kind of like a hack. So you have to like download a third-party app. It's not direct. That's a pain in the ass. I'm sorry. But I'm excited. I have an 80-inch TV, and that's when it's mostly important. The bigger your TV, the less pixels are going to be present. So there we go. Anyone here not have a 4K TV? David?
I suspect my LG TV is 4K.
Suspect.
Mm-hmm.
It's a suspect.
On the other hand, I'm living in a country that has very different COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
I suspect I will be able to go and see this movie when it drops in a theater. So I won't have to worry about any of this.
Okay. Well, then, lucky you, man. Maybe I should just go to Canada to check it out.
Yep. I'll put you on my couch. It's pull out. It's no problem.
Couch, man. That's kind of rude. I want the bed. You guys take the couch.
Okay. Well, you can take the bed. I'll take the couch and I'll put the comforter on it. It's great.
They said Canadians are nicer than Americans, man. Well, I'll give you the bed. We give our.
Are you trying to get me into your bed? Is that what's happening here, Lewis?
What is happening, Lewis?
I don't know.
Exactly. I want to know.
Well, only on the weekend, dude.
I think we need to talk about Leslie Jones's porn here. What's going on?
What's all that about?
We'll talk about it on Muse.
Nah, that's okay. We don't want to. After watching Supermarket Sweep, I don't even want to know.
Yo, Muse, Mike, walk us through this one. This is the full official details on the photos.
Yeah, that was the big news yesterday. Universal Studios Japan announced that on February 4th, the first Super Nintendo World will be opening. It's going to be coming here to Universal Studios Hollywood and the new theme park Epic Adventures Orlando. And it's going to have the first Mario Kart ride with AR technology.
Yeah, I saw Andy cover this for Japan, right? You covered it for Japan. I think you played some videos over there. Popcorn Plant.
There was footage finally, but I didn't show much of the ride play. But exactly. You're gonna probably see it. There's the cars and stuff. But yeah, I'm curious how the augmented reality glasses will actually look. What that means, but it's cool. Well, the park looks small.
Holy cow! Look at that, dude. That's insane. That's insane looking.
Mm-hmm.
Where are people going to go? It's so tiny. It's weird.
Well, oh wow. Okay, so I think it's going to be like Jurassic Park, the ride here in Universal. That's what it's going to be. Yeah, it looks just like Jurassic Park. It looks like the Transformers adventure here at Universal.
Well, no, it's going to have like you're in the cars and you're racing around with. It's going to be more like it's on a track, but then you have 3D glass. Like, I'm trying to think of it, like Transformers.
Yeah,
more like that. Like the 3D moving around. You'll be racing another car, but then I suspect you'll have Mario or Bowser racing along with you. And then apparently you have a button where you can steer a little bit and you can shoot shells to collect points while you're driving. So I'm just, because you got those goggles on, I'm just curious, what will that actually show? Like how much will you get to see and how good will that actually look? I'm curious.
Yeah.
Did you have you guys ever been, Andy? I don't know if you had a chance to check out like Transformers in Universal Studios here in Hollywood. Did you?
Yeah, I mean, when I came out here a while back and did them all, it was really fun. And I just did them again. I did a lot of them again with my kids. So yeah, I haven't done Transformers recently, but it was fun. My favorite was always Spider-Man. That ride in Universal was great.
Yeah, that was good.
The Harry Potter Forbidden Journey is probably the coolest one right now. It just brings, but the best one I hear is the new Star Wars one, not the first one. The new one is apparently really epic. But I just can't afford that one. There was a good deal in Universal. That's why I went, and my kid wanted to go to Harry Potter Land. But I really do want to try the new, what's it called?
Rise of the Resistance.
Yeah, that one. That it's like apparently it's longer and it's more epic. I'm curious now.
And also the best roller coaster I've ever been on was at Hagrid's motorbike journey.
Yeah, my kids didn't want to do it. I wanted to.
Yeah, that thing is a really good ride. I was shocked how good that ride is.
David, what's up in Canada? What do you guys got?
We have a place called Canada's. Sorry. We have a place called Canada's Wonderland. I haven't been there in years.
Sure.
At the time when I went to it, it was all Hanna-Barbera stuff like Smurf Village. I have no idea what they're doing there now.
Huh. What's up, Jedi Wanderer? Thanks for the heads up. Okay, we had something like that. It was called, what the hell's going on here? What is this? Is everyone's mic on? Andy, is your mic on?
Can I share this? Oh, sorry, I don't know why.
Is it appropriate? What is it?
Screen. Yeah, it's appropriate. I'm gonna see drunk David what he thinks of Leslie Jones.
Oh, God.
What do you think, Dave? Yes,
it's awful.
Should we break his stream? Oh, damn, Lewis. It was just
Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think. Yeah, David, what do you think? What was your review?
As I said, it's awful.
I think it's kind of hot, actually. It is what it is. But Muse,
I plead the fifth. I'm not saying anything about it. It's bad. It looks bad. It looks so bad.
You cover a lot of parks, right?
Yeah, we do a lot of theme parks.
California right now, is it? Nothing.
Come?
Nothing's open in California.
No, nothing's open in California except for Knott's Berry Farm. They have their Taste of Berry Farm where you get to walk around the park, eat some food, stuff like that, but no rides.
Yeah.
Oh, and Magic Mountain's open. You could drive through the theme park and watch all the lights. That's about it.
Sounds like most of Ontario right now.
Yeah.
So you could drive. What do you mean drive through it? The park?
Literally, you could drive your car through the park with different holiday scenes. You go in one area, you get off the next. Over there by Colossus.
And every time I cover Six Flags, I get what's the number one question you get? Is that place still open?
Yep.
Yep.
Right, yes, I saw the ad where Six Flags you get to drive through the park now to see all the lights. That's how they figured out how to reopen it. It's kind of clever.
Yeah. I mean, that's the best way. I mean, like what Knott's did was one of the smartest things to do. They pretty much just went back in time and opened up as a restaurant, a big restaurant. And Magic Mountain did a great thing with that. Universal, they haven't even talked about doing anything with that park.
I do feel rough.
And Florida,
in the chat, we're doing open topics, so start bringing your topics right now. Yeah. If there's something you want to say,
Lewis wants you to pay up. Just throw $1.
Throw $1.
For $1, what is the best roller coaster you've been on, especially if you're in Florida? For $1, what is the best coaster you've been on?
The best coaster is still Magic Mountain. Is it Magic? Yeah, in California, the X2. That shit's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Where is that? In LA? In California?
In Magic Mountain.
It's in Magic Mountain, yeah, by you in Valencia.
It's the 360 coaster.
That shit is nuts, Lewis. Have you ever done that one?
No, I'll tell you what is nuts though. Also, going to Vegas, Buffalo Bill, that casino has a ride, a roller coaster that's like you pay $5 to get on it. And it's only like once a day, like once or twice a day. Dude, it feels like a 5-year-old made it, and it goes like 150 miles an hour. It feels so unsafe, man. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yep, and they just closed it actually this year.
They closed it?
Yeah, they closed it. Too much cost in maintenance for that.
Yeah. No, it's pretty ridiculous. That is pretty crazy. So we got our first super chat right here. Master Swag King in the house with the support. Thanks, buddy.
Bravo, Master Swag.
Let's keep it PG, guys. All right, because
F you, Lewis.
Listen,
do a midnight
at 12:30 at night. We should not be
midnight, and you want a PG? No, a man just asked you, Lewis. I want to know thick women or skinny women, Lewis.
Middle. Skinny's
What's a
better.
middle woman, Lewis?
You know what? Skinny. F it. My experience has taught me that clothes works wonder for people who aren't in shape. And yeah, clothes keeps gravity in check. David, I want to hear your opinion.
The best BJ I ever had was with a woman who's thick. And she said to me, David, you're the first guy I've ever had in my life who was not circumcised. And the result of that encounter was I asked her to stop because I had never felt such intensity in any previous encounter in my life.
I'm feeling that intensity right now.
Good. You should.
Well, that's a good one, guys. Master Strike King's getting his $2 worth of super chat, definitely. And Mr. Signor, do you want to?
I got nothing to say to follow that up.
Of course.
Shut up, man. Go. You got to answer. That super chatted. You're ripping them off.
I mean,
yeah. Sorry, I meant you following up Dave's story. No, thick women or skinny women. Yeah, I've always been more into skinny women.
Yeah,
to be honest, but I like a skinny woman with a nice handful up top and the back. So I want a little curve to it. But yeah, I don't want to get too thick. I'm not I don't want to be like me. I guess I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah. I will say the girl that I hopefully will one day marry.
Okay.
Is exactly what Andy described. She has a lot up here, a little in the back. And yeah, she's been pretty incredible and Jewish. So that's my situation.
All right. Sounds good.
Very picky. Man, good for him. He knows what he wants.
Hey, one thing you can't deny, David has good taste, man. So
thank you.
All right. So here we go. Mike, the virgin. Let's ask the virgin what he thinks.
One, not the virgin. Two, I'm kind of like Andy. I like skinny women, but I'm not too skinny. I like I like a little something to hold on to, you know.
All right.
Man, this audience wanted to watch four dudes talk about what kind of do they like, fat chicks or skinny chicks.
Welcome to the Nerd Report. Where beggars are choosers. Forget the questions, guys. Sus gang. What is it? Sus gang. I don't know if Mike, sus gang or not.
Still don't know sus gang, Lewis? Come on.
No, I know. I'm not sus though.
No, you're not sus.
No.
Okay, I don't know that. So I'm lost. Sorry.
You just pick one, sus or not.
I don't even know where we're going with that. I'm sorry. So, I don't. I know I'm gonna pick wrong no matter what, but it's a
smart man. Don't ever.
Oh, yeah, no, you're definitely sus. Master Swag King again with the super chat. Man, he's dominating the super chats today. Yeah. Thank you, buddy. And the good questions: pizza or hamburger? I have to go hamburger because vegan cheese is awful. That's the only thing I can't get past. Like vegan cheese is awful. I have to be like, is it even pizza if it's only bread and tomato sauce? Is it still pizza?
It isn't.
I mean, hamburger, I guess. Vegan hamburger with Beyond Meat. I'm almost scared to ask this question, but David?
With all those stipulations, I will go with hamburgers. There's nothing quite. You pick up your hamburger, whatever it is, and you bite in, and you get that meat patty, and you are in heaven. Cheese or no cheese, ketchup or no ketchup, whatever you are having, that's delicious. Pizza, it's good. pepperoni. I've had all kinds of sauces. I've had all kinds of situations. I've gone to Chicago and had a genuine Chicago deep dish pizza. But compared to a hamburger,
Nothing.
nothing.
Can we get Dave drunk every night? This is the best.
I'm kidding.
Oh, you could totally get me drunk every night. I'm
As
cheap.
long as you're okay.
Yeah, the drunken guy that does those reviews has nothing on you, man.
I'll
Yeah.
get 1,000 likes if I do this on my own channel. I'm sure.
What's your own channel? Pimp it. Go.
The spy guy. Thank you. I had to think for 3 seconds, but I'm at the spy guy. I'm over like 40 people now.
Dude, you're on fire. 42 already last week.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Good, man. Double it up. I'm actually losing subs. So that's
All I say is, what are you drinking? Please let us know. What are you drinking tonight?
This is El Dorado rum
Jeez.
Oh, damn.
and Coke Zero.
Cool.
I'm a member of I joined this thing called the Royal Rum Society. I don't know why they chose Royal since they're based in the United States. But it's a program. I paid the money to join their course. And the best course in the universe, in order to qualify for their top ranked rum layer, you have to drink 25 different rums and report on them.
In one night. Andy,
But, hey, whatever.
pizza or hamburger, brother? Did I get to you now?
Right.
Yeah, I mean, because you're right. I don't do meat, so it'd have to be a Beyond Burger or pizza.
Yeah.
I'd probably pick the pizza at this point. But there's nothing
like the cheese?
even a good veggie burger is good though once in a while. But one I would pick more often is pizza, especially if I can put veggies and other stuff on it.
Yeah. Mike?
I have to go pizza because I just had an awesome pizza. Rio's in Montebello. Probably one of the best pizzas I have here in the San Gabriel Valley area. I love that place. It's so good. And I mean, it's that cheese where you pull it off and it's a long string and you got to get some scissors to cut it. Love it. And some good sauce too, because the good sauce is always
Pineapple
good.
on pizza. Is this okay? Or should we take people out and shoot them?
No, it's fine.
I like it.
It's good.
Mhm.
Like it.
It's good. Like ketchup on rice. It's great.
Okay.
All right. Master Swag King again with the super chat, bro. 500 more of these and I'll be at $1,000. So how does a person consume love, actions, or words? Okay, so I'm assuming your question is, what's the best way to express love or to receive love? So I say receive love is actions. Definitely actions speak louder than words. That's where I'm going to go with it. This time, let's go with Andy. Go.
Consume love. What does that even mean?
Well, what he means is what's the best way for someone to express their love to you by they keep telling you I love you, this and that, or actions, not telling
actions. Definitely actions.
actions, right? Actions. Let's go with Mike this time.
With all the shit I've been through while dating, I'd rather go with actions. Words mean nothing.
Absolutely. David?
What I'm hearing from my other panelists is that they'd rather be bent over a table and made love to than be just told, I love you. And you know what? I agree. Someone coming up to you and kissing you and saying, hey, let's do this is way more powerful than I love you. Sending me a note or a letter or writing. Fuck that noise.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be like that. It could be like a gesture of rearranging your studio, like without asking and making it look nice, taking out the trash on Wednesday.
No, there's nothing quite like someone walking into your apartment, telling you, going up to them, hugging them, and realizing that on the bus ride to your place, they took off their panties for you. And that's happened to me.
Dude,
So
I'm telling
you know that happened.
I'm telling you right now, at this rate, your channel is going to beat mine in a couple hours.
I can hope. I can only dream.
All right. Thanks for bringing in the questions, guys. If you guys want to super chat a question, or we're just going to pick random ones in a bit, but I want to get to this story right here. Another one that Mike chose, and it's something we've been talking about for a few weeks now, and it's the PlayStation 5 more than the Xbox. And we have a little bit of an update on why you can't get this system anywhere, and it's bots and several things. Now, in case you don't know, there's this group on Discord in Europe that bought 3,500 units to resell. Right, Mike? You want to talk a little bit?
So what they've been doing with, especially with Walmart and a couple of other stores here in the United States and in the UK, they've been using these systems, these little bot systems, where they've used it in the past, recently with shoes and clothing and things like that. And what they do, they attack the site, they push everybody out and be able to consume a lot of the units or products that they have that are really high value. They turn it around and then they sell them for 2 to 3 times to 4 times more in order to use it as a profit. They've even said, the Business Insider even said, and a couple other outlets, especially CNET, had said that a majority of the units that are available are in people who use bots to resell them.
Yeah, but these people got almost 3,500 of them.
Yeah, exactly. And there's other companies that have done that with their bot schemes. I don't know how it works. I'm not that familiar with the bot world, but I'm just shocked that they were able to get that many units.
Now I'm hearing that they're not selling for over the cost. So with eBay fees and Amazon fees, they're getting like stuck or losing a few dollars.
Yeah, because they're like, I've seen them for 1,700, 3,000. So it's
so let me ask David March first. David, would you like to go partner up with me in this bot business?
Oh my God. I think we can all agree we are all in the wrong business. We should be buying these stupid things up and selling them to people on the internet for twice the markup value.
I guess let's just put it this way.
Result of that. Everyone here seems to be in agreement with me. I can't.
Yeah, they had said that they had invested like almost $100,000 and they made like 1.5 million
already.
Jesus Christ!
So it's really crazy in the way they're using these. But yeah, I agree with you. We're in the wrong business.
Let me know. Did you guys get a PS5 or Xbox via scalper or straight up resale? Mr. Signor, what is your idea? What's up with this? Oh, dude, never mind. Answer that. I just saw something in your background I need to bring up.
Sorry. What was that?
Okay, listen. What do you think of this bot situation, real quick?
Yeah, I don't care. I'm more interested. What were you looking at my background?
Yeah,
crazy.
Okay, dude. The play button.
Oh.
Yeah.
You finally got your play button, and YouTube had the balls to question your power, your knowledge, your talent as a YouTuber. Bro, you have a video up there with your son, your kids, and it's heartwarming. And you know what? Real men cry. I know you were teared up about that. Real champions cry when they receive the title. So, holy cow, dude. Congratulations on that.
Congrats.
Well, just to clear it up, it was, I mean, I'm not embarrassed by it. I've cried plenty in my life, and I've told people in my recovery of all things I've been through, like, you have to. Like, I think men bottle it up too much, and there are times where it's actually, I think, good for you to get it out. You got to let the emotion out, or it can harm you. So yeah, I mean, whether you want to do it in private or with someone you love or whatever it is, but sometimes you just gotta let it out. But yeah, anyway, for this one, I didn't really, I didn't bawl, but the thing that always gets me is my kids and knowing what they've been through and the struggles they've been through as well as everything else. Like, it's hard. It's like divorce sucks. People know, and it's like divorce sucks. And when you have kids, especially because, not only do you have to give up seeing your favorite, it's all life for me, it's all about my kids, to give up the time, but then you realize, well, crap, his mom does too. Like it sucks, right? It sucks that parents have to do that. And that's why there's so much frustration. So I'm just grateful that, the one thing his mom and I can do is be there for him and support him and take that. So I'm very lucky. So yeah, that's what it was more about. It's like reliving all that in the moment. It sort of hit me to realize, like, yeah, this plaque is silly. It is silly. Who cares about stupid plaques? But at the same time, it means something. Like, I've built this channel up to a point, so I'm proud of it. Grateful to you, Lewis, David, everybody who's been helping me build this platform. And so far it's working. My revenue's up. Dude, I had this Dave Chappelle video, Lewis. Yeah. It's at 500,000 views.
Damn, that's awesome.
Skyrocketed my revenue this month, where I'm like, and December is a really good month. Like, revenue goes up. You may notice it. Usually December always a little bit more of a boost. And so I'm like, thank God I got a 500,000 viewed video, because my month's pretty good right now. I don't want to but January, February, it's going to be like, boo, it's going to die like nuts. So the fact that I'm like, all right, let me get a little bit extra maybe this month, great, because when January hits, I'll be fine. But I'm just grateful for you guys for support. And that's why I'm getting other channels built, just so I can spread it out, because that'll work. Yeah.
Well, hey, listen, I'm glad you're getting another channel, because you used to laugh at me because I had a couple.
It does work. I mean, because you realize you can only post so many times on your main channel. And if I want to post more, I should. And some people are like, why don't you make Hugging the Cactus on Popcorn Planet? I don't think it would do huge, but I realize if I had a place for just that type of content separately, I think it could work. So, and I'm doing Movie World. I just put a Godfather 4 video, which is fascinating. I did some research on, there was a Godfather 4 that almost happened with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wow. Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on. I have not seen the new cut from what. I know, but slight spoiler here. It seems like there could be a part 4 from what you said.
Yeah. I mean, review. I don't know if you've seen Godfather 3, but I tried to skim through the best I could. There's clearly some edits, there's some trimming throughout the whole movie itself, but it's really just a new intro and outro. And the outro is so stupid compared to the original one. I don't know what Francis Ford Coppola was thinking. But either way, in 3 or 4, Lewis, you could have done a 4. I mean, the movie's the new Dakota edition calls it The Death of Michael Corleone. So it's like spoiler warning, but he dies in his old age in the end of 3, which is a movie from 1990. So I feel like we're allowed to talk about it. But the part 4 would have happened before that. So it would have been after 3, but before he's old. But there was talk. It's interesting. It was going to follow Andy Garcia, who's Sonny's bastard kid, played by Andy Garcia. And then so it was going to follow him, and then it was going to do what Godfather 2 did. And apparently Andy Garcia shared the same agent as Leonardo at the time. And so he was on deck to play a young James Caan Sonny that was going to parlay in with a Andy Garcia, like Godfather 2 style, to do another father-son parallel. Yeah. And Leonardo was in talks. They were going to do it, and then apparently Paramount didn't want to pay for it, and it all went under. But imagine if Leonardo DiCaprio, like at that point, when his young age, had managed to do like a Godfather 4. That would have been pretty intense and pretty cool. Yeah. But more information, you can go watch that video on Movie World, learn more about it. And then some other interesting stuff. Did you know that Winona Ryder was almost the
Yes, and I was actually gonna ask you about that. Is there any truth to that rumor? And I don't like to talk about gossip that the reason she wasn't is because Johnny Depp was jealous of Andy Signor. Andy what's it called? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't confirm that. I don't know. I've read that too, but I didn't go
You did read that, so that was
yeah. But I mean, she was going through a lot of stuff at that time. But they blamed illness is what the reason was.
Okay, so maybe that's not true. It's just gossip. Did you watch part 3 before you watched the remake, the Coda?
No, I'd seen it ages ago, and I had forgotten about it, to be honest. But then as I realized I had seen this, because I had forgotten parts of 2. I rewatched 1, and then I rewatched 2, and then I'd seen 3. I didn't want to live through 3 and then do it again 2 times in a row. It's not that good. So I watched the coda, and it was fine. Like,
what does coda stand for? Code?
It's like a musician's they use it in compositions. He says,
Oh, okay, all right.
It's like an epilogue, is what it is.
Right.
But the restoration looks good. Like it looks better, because I was watching the old ones on DVD, so the quality sucked. But those are old enough movies that I sort of didn't mind, because they feel like an old movie, so I kind of didn't mind the DVD quality. But it was when I popped in 3 on the coda, I was like, oh shit! It looks good. It looks like a real movie from 1990 today, though. But the edit's not worth it. It's not. I don't know. I'm curious if like a diehard Godfather fan, even bigger than me, watches and notices the differences. Maybe I missed something, but it's only for that diehard super fan who's like, he trimmed 5 seconds here and he moved this dialogue moment for 2 seconds earlier. Like, that's the kind of shit you're gonna really notice.
It felt like they were gonna fix it with this cut somehow. That's what it felt like.
They did not. You can't fix it, because have you seen it? You haven't seen 3, or you have?
Yeah, and I felt like the quality dips so bad from part 2 to 3. I still got through it, but there was some dumb stuff in there. Like, for example, his diabetes, like that scene in the Vatican or whatever it was. I forgot. It was when he had that diabetic attack.
Oh, the stroke. Yeah.
Was that still in there?
Yeah, that's still in there. But the reason Godfather 3 sucks, and I said in my review, is it doesn't have Tom Hagen. Like,
yeah,
they didn't pay Robert Duvall, and it totally
right.
How do you not finish that story? It is one of the most fascinating stories of the Godfather to know that Tom is not Italian, but he's the brother, and he's like the stepchild of it all. They don't respect him. Like, if anything, I'd rather see Tom's movie than Pacino's movie, and to lose him and not even respect the character by giving us something written into it, like to explain what happened, it's just offensive. And that's, I think, the problem with most people with Godfather 3. It's like, it doesn't use the source material from 1 and 2 to do well. But that said, it's better than a lot of other movies. Like, I do think the ending of 3 is effective. Like, it's heartbreaking ending. There are parts that are good. Garcia's good. Like, it's not the best movie ever made. It fails in comparison, because it stumbles by ignoring some major things that they should have just had, you know?
Well, let's go back to your plaque. It's silver. That's for 100,000 subscribers. So I'm going to ask all 40 plus people watching right now, please subscribe.
There it is, Lewis. You can get one too. Just keep trying.
Oh God.
There's your face in it. And there it is.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, anything like that.
Is it pretty solid, or is it cheap? Metal?
I mean, it's a graphite or something. I don't know. I mean, it's not light, but it's not heavy. It's like it's a good paperweight.
Could they bootleg it easily? So I could just put one.
I got it. They say if you'd like to buy more for your team, you can. I don't know what it would cost, but they make it clear, like, you need more of these for, like, to give to multiple people who have, because sometimes the channel's more than one person, right? So you need to split them. So you can. They give you an option to order more. So I'm sure you could, but I'd look it up. I'm sure I could.
So it's not.
You also can decide what to put on it. So I could have probably put, like, Andy. I could have put something on this, but it is raised. The text is raised, which is nice.
But they're giving new YouTubers a hard time now, right? To get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It took me several attempts through the reps to get it, and
that's awful, man. That's awful. They did that, and then the next one is for 1 million, correct?
Yeah, which we got. Screen Junkies. We got the 1 million. I got it for Ami channel. I've gotten a few of those, and we got that one obviously for the. And I always I was like, cool, but was so busy. But this one just needs to have. But yeah, I've done. I've done the award. I'm still proud of that MTV Movie Award. That one's even cooler because that was awesome. But I mean, we won Streamies, we won Webbies. I wish I could have grabbed a couple of those, but because we had a lot of them in the office. And they probably got stolen when the thing shut down. But whatever. No. These two are cool. My popcorn and my plaque are now my fun things that I keep.
Yeah, that sounds great. Honestly, I'm
And
very
yeah,
happy for you. I really,
like, subscribe here in Nerd Report as well.
yeah. So I'm gonna take Jody's side on that. Subscribe if you like the content. I don't see myself getting one of those, but I'm cool. And I gotta say, I'm really proud that you got it, and it shows that you have Eye of the Tiger, man, and that's hard to have after so many years of doing stuff. So I'm glad to have you as part of our team and everything, but I'm more proud that you got that. That's awesome. At least I know somebody that got it, which is good enough. So congrats. Let me touch upon the next thing I got here. So James Wan, according to that website that I'm not going to name because they don't cite anyone else. I don't know why you're Andy, when you report your things, you're citing that D site.
Yeah, no, you're right. Sometimes I'm like shit,
but
I like, but they're complete garbage.
Yeah, but if they're not citing other sources,
I cite them is your point. Yeah, good point. Why?
Yeah, I don't. I think they forfeited that. So this is a Nerd Report exclusive. James Wan. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll just say it. Exclusive.
Well,
my verbiage is exclusive here. You guys know who James Wan is, right?
Of course.
of course.
All right. So he's producing the new Van Helsing movie, and it's going to be directed by the dude that brought us Overlord, which is a pretty damn good movie. Julian Avery is, I believe, I interviewed him once for Overlord, and I think
I'm not a fan
of who
of the movie. Look, I'm a World War II buff / scholar. That movie is trash from a World War II perspective.
What element? Okay, but what did what was so over the top that you couldn't suspense?
A black man in a white company of paratroopers. Straight up. That didn't happen in the Second World War.
But
anywhere.
Neither did the zombies.
United States of America.
But neither did the zombies.
I don't give a shit about your zombies. I want historical accuracy. And the fact is, this movie had a black man in a company of American soldiers that was like whitewashing all the racism that happens in the Second World War.
Okay, so by that aspect, I do understand your point. That means that erasing the fact that our military did not allow black men in our to fight. Is that what you're saying?
No. Black men were allowed to fight. There were various companies of armored companies and infantry companies that fought. There's a great movie by Spike Lee where he shows black men fighting on the Italian front. But the fact that they allowed a black guy just to drop with a company of white guys into occupied France on Normandy was bullshit. And that is this movie is crap. Straight out.
Okay.
Historically, for that perspective.
Okay, I feel that maybe you're right. You're probably right. You know, historically, it doesn't make sense. But I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's not a real movie based on history.
I'm fully okay with movies saying,
I think it's
we're going to ignore the actual history in order to allow this to happen. But the fact is, my channel is all about accuracy.
Yeah, and
this movie was not accurate. You want to make a movie about black guys in making a historical difference in the United States. Make a movie about the fact that there's this unknown history of like the Japanese dropping bombs on the continental United States, and the first the first people who fought those firefights is a black company of Rangers who are parachuted in, and they establish the history of what actually happened in the United States. We watch these movies nowadays, or even documentaries nowadays about people fighting fires in the continental United States. The first company of infantry that actually did that was all black. And there were Rangers.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not looking at Overlord, which is supposed to be a Cloverfield movie for historical accuracy. I'm looking at it to see zombies eat mofos, and to be more specifically, I want to see the zombies eat Nazis. So that's why I watched the movie, and for that, I thought it was.
I
kinda
will.
cool.
I totally come in, and I appreciate all that, and the movie is okay for that.
Yeah,
But I would appreciate more honesty from Hollywood on that
yeah.
than what we ended up seeing from that movie.
Andy, did you see it?
No,
Okay, and no interest.
sounds like I should. No, I haven't seen it.
It doesn't sound like you should.
No, I should see it. I haven't seen it, but it sounds like I should.
Mhm.
I thought it was Wolfenstein.
Real quick. It was
In
actually-
that regard, I suggest you watch it. If you were
Okay.
a Wolfenstein fan, watch this movie. You will get your Wolfenstein 3D movie.
Okay, we'll continue with that. thought.
Oh, Penny.
Yeah, what's up, man? Thanks.
Hold on, Louis. David Tapia, don't be a dick. You were gonna super chat. Still super chat. Don't be one of those guys who watches from the side as Lewis breaks his back making content night after night. So I don't care what you think. Support the man if you like the man. Jesus, David's drunk. Don't be mad at him. Oh, Benny though.
He's having a good time.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal.
Lewis have a high dollar night tonight. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's the deal. I let people, that's their opinion. I'm not gonna stop people's opinion. Obviously, David and I are friends, and guess what? We have a different opinion. I don't think you're supposed to look at the movie for historical accuracy. He thinks a little bit otherwise. We just discussed it, and shutting off people who think differently does not improve the planet. Sorry. Canceling people does not improve the planet. Ignoring people does not improve the planet. It just causes more conflict. That's all I could say. So I'm not going to silence David or anyone else because I think it was within reason.
Mhm.
You don't like it, but he's not saying, he's saying he wants more historical accuracies in his zombie movie, which I don't get.
You know what? In a zombie movie, I have no problem with this stuff.
Okay, but
The problem
stop.
is this
Three
movie
world
demands
icons.
from us that
Yeah.
we expect things that were not historically
Yeah.
accurate.
Well, let's talk about. Okay, so big old Benny. Thank you. What is that? A super chat? Why is it red? Does anyone know, Andy? It's red.
Canadian dollars.
Not
So
sure.
that means it's more. So it's a $5 one.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very
Let's
much.
do the exchange rate.
It might be. There's also there's something else in the super chat. The super sticker. I suspect this might be a sticker versus.
Okay, I'm gonna give you my icons: Yul Brynner, Telly Savalas. You could say Vin Diesel. He's bald. But are we doing fake characters? I would put Shaft, and then I would put Lex Luthor, and a special shout out to Louis Lecca. All right, next, Andy, 3 bald icons.
Dr. Evil.
Yeah,
Ellen Ripley and Alien 3.
yeah.
And Vin Diesel and something.
Vin Diesel. Dude, Pitch Black was a dope movie. Riddick.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or who's a badass villain? I mean, if you can separate them, you don't like them 90 days, but Kevin Spacey as John Doe in Seven. That was a creepy, bald, bad guy.
Was he bald in Usual Suspects?
No.
I forgot. Great movie though.
It is.
David March.
I'll say Yul Brynner in
Yeah.
what is it? The Magnificent Seven, which is an amazing movie. Everyone here should go out and buy it and watch it.
Yeah.
The second movie, I'll give it to Vin Diesel in the first Riddick movie, which is not Chronicles of Riddick, but him. Patrick Stewart, Star Trek, the
Stewart,
second
man.
movie with the Borg, which is currently escaping me in my head.
Well, even Professor X. Nemesis. Are you talking about Nemesis?
No, God, not First Contact.
Okay.
Patrick Stewart in First Contact. That movie's crazy. That's probably the best of the Generations movies, the next generation of movies, that movie's crazy.
Is it crazy?
That being said,
It's crazy though.
the first movie in that series, I went with a friend of mine to the theater. He had never watched any Star Trek movies before. There's a certain point in that movie when the Enterprise crashes into a planet. Everyone in the theater was silent, and he dropped his my friend, best friend at the time, dropped his cup from his hand, and it clattered on the floor, and everyone in the movie spent 2 seconds in utter silence and then laughed. That movie, like when the Enterprise crashes into that planet, I don't know what it's called, everyone in the theater, like 50 or 60 people, dead silence.
Good experience.
That's why we go to the theaters.
Mike, 3 bald icons.
If we go characters mixed with actual people, Tully Savalas, of course, because I love Kojak.
I named them, right? Yeah, tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawrence Fishburne in The Matrix.
Yeah.
Yeah, Morpheus. I love that role. He was really good in that. And then once you go into that, I'd say Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor in the original Superman.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike Tyson. He's bald. We're not talking about. Are we talking about characters or just like iconic people?
Well, I'm keeping it into the movies and television type of thing.
But big old Betty, thanks for the super chat, man, or whatever the red thing was. But I really appreciate you. We got another question here. Huh?
I was about to ask the group, who do we think is the best Superman villain? I will say Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor in these movies.
In the first one, yes.
No, it's definitely Nuclear Man and Superman 4.
What about that Bizarro character from the deleted scene from Superman 4? This is like a Bizarro character.
I think you were thinking Superman 3. That's where Bizarro
is. That? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I forget the most.
Yeah, Lex Luthor. It has to be Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Yeah. General Zod though was pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
Used like blunt strength just to take over the planet. All right. Stupid Stars Music with another super chat. Thank you very much. Top 3 underrated action stars up until now. Underrated. Scott Adkins, which I'm interviewing this week. Scott Adkins was my pick for Batman. Check him out. He goes straight usually to, I was going to say straight to DVD or straight to streaming now. He has movies with Dolph Lundgren. He has movies with a lot of people. He's a martial art guy. So I think he's underrated, and hopefully he'll get a break pretty soon. Who else is underrated as an action person, huh?
Dolph Lundgren himself.
Dolph Lundgren.
I'm sorry, guys. Like he is probably one of the. He continues to deliver in these B action movies that no one sees but me.
He's directing a movie that Scott Adkins is in. That's his next one. So we got that. Ray Park, and then one more I got Ray Park, and I had it on the tip of my tongue. Action dude. So we had Ray Park, and I forgot who else. But anyways, Andrew, you wanted to go in on that?
I was just remarking they thought I looked buff in this striped shirt.
I do. I think so.
Underrated. What does that mean? Like someone no one's heard of? I mean, most action heroes that are good, most people have heard of. There's not a lot of good action heroes that are in like multiple franchises, you know?
What about Steven Seagal? Was he underrated? Because people hate him. Totally.
Super popular.
Yeah. Well, Scott Adkins, though, then would be a good pick, right?
Yeah, I'm having trouble with this one. I'm trying to, because the underrated.
Michael Jai White. He's popular, but he's underrated.
Have you guys seen that Sudden Death sequel on Netflix?
No.
No.
Oh, it's ridiculous. It's funny.
Michael Jai's in there?
It's Sudden Death was that hockey arena movie with Van Damme.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the writer made I think it's called Welcome to Sudden Death or something, but it's on Netflix and it stars Michael J. White. You should just open it and do pauses of it. It is one of the most cheapest, weirdest movies I've ever seen, but also kind of hilarious. And Michael J. White does do some fun action, but it's like a porno without the porn. It's that bad.
Mike, any ideas?
To be honest, not, because that's definitely one of the hardest questions. I can literally. It's really hard to find one.
We don't know them, right? We don't know.
Yeah, they're up and coming. They were under there are a lot of movies that we haven't seen yet.
Let's be honest, Mike. We only watch movies by Marvel.
Well, yeah, not anymore. I don't get those Marvel movies, so I get those.
Mike, newsflash: there aren't any Marvel movies out, so don't worry about it.
Not now. Well, maybe if Black Widow comes to Disney Plus.
David, did I skip you? Do you have any Dolph Lundgren?
Dolph, I'm trying to look it up now. There was a 1990s and 80s group of movies, a movie studio called PM Movies.
Uh-huh.
And I'm looking up I'm trying to look up some of their stuff now. But there is a series of movies made by them. There is a guy named something Draco. He's an action. He started the Blood Fist series.
Mm.
Let me look up that Blood Fist.
Well, Eric Jimenez says Scott Adkins, Tony Jaa, and Keanu Reeves. I was
going to say Keanu Reeves is a good one because John Wick is obvious, but if you go back, dude, Speed, it holds up. I watched it with a this weekend. He loved it. It is a fun movie to sort of introduce, if you want to introduce a kid into it's got some blood and some language, but it's not that bad if your kid's okay with that. And dude, it was awesome. We had a blast watching that. Speed is awesome. It's so much fun.
I got to rewatch
Don the Draco Wilson. He
Don
made
the Dragon
a series of movies in the 1990s.
Don the Dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
He made a series of movies in the 1990s. We have not seen anything like that. These Enter the Blood Fist movies from PM Entertainment. And that's a series you should go on. You could find a lot of the movies on YouTube. Go ahead and do it.
You know,
over the top 80s and 90s action. There's nothing like that in the world.
I'm glad you brought him up because I was trying to remember his name like 2 months ago because I did have a chance to I had him at a convention. Yeah, he was a big one. He's like what Scott Adkins is now is what he was, back in the day, straight to DVD. You go to was it Blockbusters and it'd be there. People will rent the hell out of them. I asked local video store owners back in the day, like, what's up with those movies? And they say those used to make all the money, like those straight to DVD, straight to VHS movies back in the day. Marcos, hey, what's up with the super chat? Woo! Thank you very much. Now I can afford some coffee. My energy low. Lewis, what's up? 3 top movies that did not need a reboot and left alone, and now tainted the franchise. Okay, so 3 movies that did not need a reboot and to be left alone. The Return of the Jedi. Reboots don't bother me because they are something else entirely. So I would say sequels. I'm talking about sequels now. So I don't know. 3 movies that did not need a reboot. See, I don't think reboots really ruin the original films. I've learned to separate those. Honestly,
you're right. What ruined it? I mean, like Ghostbusters is a terrible reboot.
Yeah,
didn't ruin Ghostbusters.
It didn't ruin the first Ghostbusters.
Unless you want to say a New Hope reboots. I mean, the Force Awakens reboots a New Hope somehow. Maybe. Anyone else want to come in on this?
The original King Kong.
Yeah.
and every King Kong movie after it.
But does it ruin your fondest? You know, does it ruin your memory of the original film?
Not really.
So that I don't think that really applies then.
Yeah, see, Matt Munzo says Dumb and Dumber, but I still don't think Dumb and Dumber 2 ruins Dumb and Dumber 1. I cut out Dumb and Dumber 2 and still watched the first Dumb and Dumber. Like maybe Anchorman 2. Anchorman 2 is really bad for me, but even that, I still love Anchorman 1. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to know what taints the franchise, you know?
Well, he's specifically saying reboot, unless he's including sequel to the reboot. Then
Ghostbusters, whatever the hell 2014 remake.
Yeah,
that does taint the two movies that they came before it.
I don't like Ghostbusters 2, the original.
Ghostbusters 2 is not a great movie.
No.
It does have its moments though. When the Statue of Liberty is walking through New York, that's pretty awesome. But Ghostbusters 2014 remake, no, that does tarnish what came before. It makes Ghostbusters 2 a good movie compared to it.
Mark Jose says RoboCop. Anyone else want to come in on this?
I think Bill and I don't know if it taints the franchise, but Bill and Ted's Face the Music was so bad. It was so bad.
I didn't mind it.
I was just like sitting through it, and I was just like, dude, this is just bad. To me, it was bad.
I'm not a big fan of the original, so I mean, I don't hate it, but I wasn't like obsessed with it, so I thought the second one was fine.
It was the third one, Lewis.
Yeah.
There you go, proving my point. I've just proven my point.
But there was one comment in here, Terminator. Yeah. There are a couple Terminators that,
like, they still didn't mess up the first two.
Yeah, that's true.
I have not watched the latest Terminator movie, but I will say, based on what I've heard, it does fuck up everything that came before it.
Well, so did 4, 5, and whatever. Everything after 4.
No, everything I've heard about the latest movie where they bring in Sarah Connor and just shit on everything that happened before it.
Oh, I think you gotta watch the movie now and review it, David. I want to see a hate watch.
David, could you watch it and review it?
If everyone here says I should hate watch that movie.
No, don't hate watch it. You gotta give it an honest review.
I will.
You think David should review the latest Terminator?
Drink every time it ruins the legacy.
Do you want me to die? Oh my god.
You know which one actually does ruin the franchise? Star Wars, the sequels. That's the only one I can think of but those are sequels technically, but the Disney Star Wars to me have tainted the franchise of Star Wars. If you really
not the original trilogy, not for me. Because I was already like, to me, honestly, when push comes to shove, it's original trilogy without special edition and Mandalorian are the only things that exist. Like I could separate all of them.
I think 7 had potential.
Yeah. I can't watch it.
It was okay. When I heard J.J. Abrams was going to handle that movie, I was like, oh, well, he's not going to do outstanding. He'll do okay the situation. And what he set up was fine. Then Rian Johnson showed up and said, well, I've never seen any of these fucking movies. What the hell do I need to know? And he watched 7, said, well, I'm clearly a superior director to AJ, and I'm going to ruin everything he set up in that situation. And then they brought AJ back in for 9, and he was like, damage control. I have to damage control everything that happened in that last movie. And we got a mess.
And the rest was history. And you're going to be reviewing, right? You're going to be reviewing Terminator, whatever
I will go watch the latest Terminator movie, though. As much as I said when I saw the trailer dumps on that movie, I said to myself, I will never watch this shit. But apparently, I have a channel and I have to watch it. So.
Yeah, you got it. People want it. All right, guys, we're gonna shut it down. We're past an hour. I want to thank everyone for coming in. Thanks everyone that came over from Popcorn Planet. But real quick, let's go. Anybody want to promote anything? Mike, where you at?
You can watch me on Muse TV. We have a lot of good things this week. We have a very good interview tomorrow that's going up. Mariana Banzel, I forgot what her last name is. It's Trafficked on National Geographic. It's a good investigative journalism type of show. It's really. I just saw the first episode called Scam, and it's really good. It's something that it's about lottery scamming and investment scamming that's happening.
Did they ruin the franchise?
Israel. No, this is actually like some good stuff, like old school investigative journalism show. That's really good.
Muse TV, YouTube.
Yeah.
Right.
The interview's gonna be on Muse TV on YouTube.
Signor? Mic on? What the hell?
I was eating goldfish. Yeah, no, everything's good. Go.
Are you using a lavalier mic?
Do I what?
What are you using as a mic that you had to like press your butt to make it work?
My mixer over here.
Oh, okay. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, dude. You promised, because I'm a fan of Popcorn Planet. I'm happy to have you here, but I'm a fan first, man. So you promised us members that you were going to show around your studio, and I'm still waiting to look at or see.
I taped it. I never posted to the members, but I have it saved. I'm behind on my Mandalorian reviews. I was trying to do one a week, but I have it. It's on deck. I taped it already. Show you all my gear. Show you my garage. So if you're a member, you'll get that soon. So yeah, it's coming. I'm going to try this week to give you a couple of guys members because my Mandalorian reviews don't do very well when I public them.
Yeah,
so I can't wait up till 3 a.m. So I just put a member, but I'm 2 behind now. So my goal this week is deliver those, and then next week I'll drop the studio tour. So stay tuned.
Yeah, it's weird. I'm fascinated with seeing.
Watch it first.
David, where can people follow you? Go.
People can follow me at Karen Taub or the Spy Guy on YouTube. I want to thank Andy for subscribing to my channel. I'm sorry I didn't realize that you were subscribed because YouTube doesn't always tell you people.
He's not subscribed, and I was.
YouTube doesn't always tell me who's subscribed because of their privacy levels. Apparently, a bunch of you want me to watch a movie that I fully suspect that I will hate and give a review on.
Hold on, David. You got to start it sober and drink every time it's pissing you off, and film yourself doing that. By the end you can review it like you are now. That'll go.
That's the only way. Yeah, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy.
That will be a crazy live stream. I'll try and make that happen.
I want to see you do it. Cut all the shots, and by the end, be like, "What the fuck?" And then, so at the end, you're just slopped, and then you drunken rant about dark. That is a good video. I want to watch that.
I will make that video happen for everyone here.
I need to be
because that looks crazy. But if people want to come over to my channel and actually watch some of what I hope is good product, I just did a review of something I thought was like a role-playing game oddity called The Final Flight of Santiago. Go over and watch that and make me happy.
I'll go and watch it.
Hey, Lewis, you already were the first person to comment on that and watch it. So thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Anytime. So you can follow me here, Nerd Report on YouTube. You can follow me on Twitter at NerdLecca. And you could also subscribe because I want to, hopefully one day I get one of those play buttons. So if all 40 people that are here subscribe, I will need 98,521 more subscribers so I could finally get my play button or finally start to like email YouTube complaining why they don't want Latinx